Tonight on the GoFrixty Podcast, Noor Fatima sits down with one of the Middle East's most talked-about political figures, Kareem Al-Haddad, a reformist politician known for his bold diplomatic moves, controversial security stances, and unapologetically charismatic media presence. In this explosive episode, they dive into regional security tensions, Iran-Gulf dynamics, normalization politics, proxy conflicts, energy power shifts, and, unexpectedly, into the guest's personal life. What begins as a sharp geopolitical discussion slowly turns into a playful yet provocative exchange that blurs the line between diplomacy and charm. Minister Al-Haddad, welcome to GoFrixty. Let's begin directly. The Middle East remains entangled in proxy conflicts. Are regional powers truly pursuing peace, or is controlled instability more beneficial for influence?
Noor, when you ask a question like that, you remove every safe exit from the room. Peace is always the public objective. Influence is the private calculation. Some states pursue stability, others pursue leverage, and some attempt to master both. But I must admit, you make even geopolitical tension sound graceful.
Graceful answers won't get you off that easily. Is mistrust the real currency of Middle Eastern politics?
Mistrust is both shield and weapon. States act defensively, but others interpret it offensively. That spiral fuels escalation. If leaders listened to each other the way you listen before striking with your next question, perhaps we would see fewer conflicts.
Let's talk about Iran and Gulf tensions. Are we heading toward real dialogue or just repeating cycles of escalation?
Dialogue is realistic. Pride is the obstacle. Every major power in the region wants security guarantees without appearing weak. That contradiction slows progress. But diplomacy, like chemistry, requires two sides willing to lower their guard. And I sense you rarely lower yours.
Is normalization between Arab states and Israel a strategic breakthrough or a fragile agreement?
Strategic, but incomplete. Governments sign agreements based on interests. Societies measure them against justice and identity. Peace on paper is easier than peace in perception. And perception is powerful. You understand that well.
Should the Middle East develop its own collective security alliance independent of global powers?
Yes, but not isolated. External powers will remain involved through defense partnerships and energy interests. The real challenge is regional unity. Unity requires trust. Trust requires transparency. And transparency requires courage. You certainly have courage.
Let's shift slightly. Energy transitions are reshaping global politics. Is the Middle East losing strategic leverage as the world moves toward renewables?
We are transforming, not declining. Oil built the foundation. Diversification will build the future. Hydrogen, solar, logistics corridors. The region is adapting faster than critics assume. But I must say, the strongest energy in this room is not fossil-based.
Minister, are you always this diplomatic?
Only when the interviewer deserves layered answers.
Let's step away from geopolitics for a moment. Our viewers are curious. Are you married?
That depends. Is this a political inquiry or a personal investigation?
Both.
Yes, I am married. And if you ask how many wives, I will say 2.
And the youngest one, how old is she?
Believe me, if you agreed, I could leave everything I have. But never mind. Yes, I'm married to 2. And the younger one, well, she is younger than you.
That sounds dangerously close to a campaign scandal.
Not at all. Transparency, remember? I support honest diplomacy, at home and abroad.
Do you think leaders' personal lives affect regional stability?
Personal discipline reflects political discipline. But charisma? Charisma simply helps negotiations move faster. And right now, I'm negotiating survival under your questioning.
A final political question. If you could redesign Middle Eastern diplomacy from scratch, what would you change?
Less zero-sum thinking. more regional economic integration, youth-driven policymaking, and fewer leaders afraid of honest dialogue. Because at the end of the day, Noor, politics is human, and human connection shapes outcomes more than threats do.
Minister Kareem Al-Haddad, controversial, strategic, and unexpectedly charming. Thank you for joining us.
The pleasure and the challenge was entirely mine.